So here I will explain. Here I am saying that power is positive or negative. It depends upon the voltage polarity and direction of flow of current. To understand it better, let us consider the diagram below. So this is a diagram below. I am saying this is the element. Voltage across the element is V. This is point A. This is point B. Polarity of point A is positive and that of point B is negative. And the current flowing in the element is in this direction. That is, it flows from A to B. That is from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. Here you can see the current is entering from the positive terminal and it is leaving from the negative terminal. Okay. So when the current enters from the positive terminal or positive polarity of voltage and leaves through the negative terminal or the negative polarity of the voltage, then the power is positive. Okay. So then this power is positive, and this is the passive sign convention. And this passive sign convention says that when P is equal to Vi, or when P is greater than 0, then this element is consuming power or absorbing power. Means we are supplying power to this element, and this element is consuming or absorbing power. Okay, consuming or absorbing power. This passive sign convention. So this is the another case where I am saying, okay, here again V is the voltage across the element. V is the voltage across this element. This is A is positive, B is negative, and we are saying here that the current I enters through the negative terminal and it leaves through the positive terminal. So when the current enters through the negative polarity of voltage and leaves through the positive polarity of the voltage, power is negative. Okay, so then we can write P is equal to minus Vi, or we can say that P is less than 0 or Vi is less than 0. What does this mean? This means that the element is supplying power, means this element is giving power. Okay, in this case this element was power was supplied to the element. In this case power was supplied to the element and this element was absorbing power, so power was positive. So in this case the power is supplied by the element, means this element will supply power. No, so the power will be negative because the current is entering through the negative terminal and it is leaving through the positive terminal. So this is also passive sign conventions. Okay, so in passive sign convention we say when current enters through positive terminal of P, when current enters through positive terminal of the element, P is positive, and if current enters through the negative terminal of the element, P is negative. Okay, so here P is positive, current is entering from the positive terminal, and here current is entering from the negative terminal. When current is entering from positive terminal, power is positive, power is supplied to the element and the element absorbs power. If the current enters through the negative terminal of the element, then power is negative and the power is supplied by the element. Okay, so here I will show you some cases. So here I am saying this is 5 volt, this is positive terminal, this is negative terminal, and I am saying current is entering through this terminal. Okay, so what will be power here? Here it is positive power because current is entering from the positive terminal and it is leaving through the negative terminal. It will leave through this terminal, so power is positive. So look at this diagram here now. Here I am saying the current is entering from this side. I am saying this is positive then now, and this is negative, and current is entering from positive and leaving from negative. Again the power will be positive because current enters from positive and leaves through the negative terminal, so power will be positive. So in both the cases the current enters from the positive terminal, okay, and leaves through the negative terminal. So in both the cases the elements are absorbing power. So how much power these elements will absorb? This will absorb 5 into 5 25 watt, and this will also absorb 5 into 5 25 watt power, which means both the circuits are absorbing power. This and this, both circuits are absorbing power. So now let us take the case of these two cases. So I will take first I will take this case. So look in which direction current is flowing. This is positive, this is negative. This is 5 volt and current is flowing in this direction. Current is flowing in this direction, means current is flowing out of the positive terminal. So when the current flows out of the positive terminal, means it is entering from the negative terminal. So what will be the power? Power will be minus 5 into 5, minus 25 watt, minus 25 watt, because the power is leaving through the positive terminal. So power is negative, minus 25 watt. So if you will show this terminal, this diagram now, so the current is entering from which terminal? The current is entering from negative terminal and it will leave through the positive terminal. This is positive. And it will leave through the positive terminal. So in this case, again, the power is negative. Okay. So minus 5 into 5, minus 25 watt. Okay. So in both the, in these two circuits, power is negative, and in these two circuits, power is positive. So here I want to make one comment here. I want to make one comment here when we are talking about the power. So in both the cases, in this case, in both the circuits, these two circuits, power current enters through the negative terminal and leaves through the positive terminal, which means power is negative. So if the power is negative, we can say that the element is absorbing minus 25 watt. Absorbing minus 25 means it is actually delivering, supplying. Okay. Absorbing minus 25 watt means, if it is absorbing minus 25 watt, means it is supplying actually. Okay. So we can say that the element is absorbing minus 25 watt of power, or actually the element is supplying plus 25 watt of power. Okay. We are saying it is absorbing. Okay. How much it is absorbing? It is absorbing minus 25. Negative means it is not absorbing, it is supplying. So how much it will supply? It will supply 25 watt of power. In short, I am saying that the absorbing power of minus 25 watt, absorbing power of minus 25 volt is equivalent to the supplying power of plus 25 watt. Okay. Absorbing power of minus 25 watt is equivalent to the supplying power of plus 25 watt. Again, coming here, we know that any electrical circuit must obey the law of conservation of energy, which says that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be only changed, or it can be transferred. So what I mean to say is that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Whatever energy is supplied into the circuit, that energy must be absorbed by the circuit. Okay. So therefore, whatever energy is supplied by the circuit, that energy should be absorbed by the circuit. So therefore, I can comment that the algebraic sum of power in any circuit at any instant of time should be equal to 0. Okay, because we know that energy is nothing but power into time. So energy at a particular instant of time, energy supplied at a particular instant of time must be equal to the energy consumed during that particular instant of time. Okay, so that is only possible when the power supplied at that particular interval of time is equal to the power absorbed at that particular interval of time. So I am saying power supplied should be equal to power absorbed, or power supplied minus power absorbed should be equal to 0. Means whatever power is supplied, all the power should be absorbed by the system. So that the difference between these two powers is nothing but 0. So summation P is equal to 0. So you must have, I forget to mention here, equation X. So when we are calculating power, okay, when I was calculating power, I was saying power is equal to dW by dt. Okay, dW by dt. Again, I am using here power is equal to dW by dt. So can I calculate the energy or work? Energy is nothing but integral of P dt. Okay, P is power. Therefore, energy absorbed or supplied by any element from time t0 to time t is given by formula W is equal to integral t0 to t p dt. This W means the energy that is absorbed or supplied by the element from time t naught to time t. So P dt, P is nothing, V into I, voltage into current. So I am writing here T naught to T integral, T naught to T integral V into I dt. Okay. So these are some things which are important. Like I told you, if a power is suppose minus 100 watt. So we are saying that the power supplied is equal to, or power absorbed is equal to minus 100 watt. This is actually the power that is supplied. Okay. So if we will say that this minus 100 watt is actually the power supplied, so it will be plus 100 watt of power supplied. Okay. So let us solve one problem here. So here I am saying to move a charge Q from point B to point A requires 25 joule of energy. Means this is the work. 25 joule is the work to move a charge Q from point B to point A. So we have to calculate the voltage drop VAB in two conditions. We are given Q is equal to 5 coulomb and Q is equal to minus 10 coulomb. So let us solve the first case where we are given work done is equal to 5 joule and Q is equal to 5 coulomb. We know that voltage is nothing but work in moving a unit positive charge. So what is the work? 25. And what is the charge? 5. So 25 by 5, it is 5 volts. Simple. So in this case, again, taking Q is equal to minus 10 coulomb. Potential is nothing but the work done in moving a unit positive charge, del W by del Q. So 25 by minus 10, it is minus 2.5 volt. It is simple, not a problem at all. So this is a little bit lengthy. Okay. So the question is like that. Find the power delivered to the element at time t is equal to 5 millisecond. So what we have to do? We have to calculate the power that is delivered to some element at time t is equal to 5 millisecond. Means instantaneous power. Okay. So if the current entering the just a minute. So here I am saying if the current entering the positive terminal is, so look here, it is saying that the current entering the positive terminal. If the current is entering the positive terminal means power is positive. So power should be positive in this case. Entering the positive terminal is given by I is equal to 5 cos 60 pi t amperes, and the voltage is, first case, voltage is 2I volts, 2 times I volts. And in the second case, voltage is 10 plus 5 integral 0 to t I dt volts. So means we are given voltage is given to you in terms of current. This is the voltage in terms of current. Again, in the second case, voltage in terms of current, it is given to you, and current is given there in the question. Okay. Time is also given. Simply you have to calculate P is equal to V into I. So in the first case, I am solving here. I am saying P is equal to V into I. What is V here? 2I. So 2I multiplied by I. Okay. This is V. This is V and this is I. This is 2I square. So 2 multiplied by I square. 5 square cos square 60 pi t, which is equal to 50 cos square 60 pi t. So what is time? What is the time? Time is 5 millisecond. 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 second. Okay. So I am substituting this t here. This t I am substituting here in this equation. So I am getting P is equal to 50 cos square 60 pi 5 multiplied by 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. So it is, I am getting 50 cos square 0.3 pi, and cos square 0.3 pi is nothing but 0.3454. 50 multiplied by 0.3454, it is 17.27 watt. Number one. So number two, second case, which is a bit complicated. I am not saying it is very difficult, but a bit complicated, a bit lengthier. Okay. But you should develop a habit of solving these lengthy questions. Okay. So here I am saying in the second case, V is nothing but 10 plus 5 integral 10 plus 5 integral 0 to t I dt. Here I am writing 10 plus 5 integral 0 to t. T is 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. I is 5 cos 60 pi t dt. Okay. So here I am solving for v first. So cos of integration of cos 60 pi t is nothing but sine 60 pi t divided by 60 pi. Okay. So this 5 I am taking outside. So it is 5 multiplied by 5 and this is 60 pi. 5 I am dividing by 60. 60 I am cancelling this. It will be 5 by 12 pi. I am taking it outside. 5 by 12 pi I am taking it outside. So what is inside? It is sine 60 pi t is 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, this is 0, lower limit is 0, so sine of 0 is 0. So I'm no need to solve it. So it is 10 plus 5 divided by 12 pi sine of 0.3 pi. Okay, this is your v, and I is 5 cos 60 pi t. Okay, so 5 cos 60 pi t, to substitute t here, you will get this value 5 cos 0.3 pi. Okay, now you have v here, you have I here. Now calculate power, which is nothing but product of voltage and current. So this is power is nothing but product of voltage and current. This is your voltage and this is your current. So multiply these two and solve. You will get P is equal to 29.7 volt. So see, in both the cases power is coming out positive because we said that the current is entering from the positive terminal. So obviously power will be positive, and positive power means that this power is supplied to the element and this element is consuming that power or absorbing that power. So that was all for today's class. So we started with what is electrical circuit. We told that it is an interconnection of elements that are required for transferring energy from source to load end. So, and every element and every component in the interconnection is called as circuit element. Then we said what is charge. Charge is the basic building block of any electrical circuit. Okay, is the basic quantity in an electrical circuit, and it is electrical property of atomic particles of which matter consists. Then we talk about what is the unit of charge and what is how many electrons are there in 1 coulomb of charge. And we say that the charge electron is negatively charged, and charge exists in nature when integral multiples of the electronic charge. And we said that charge cannot be destroyed, created or destroyed. So therefore the algebraic sum of electric charge in any element, it should not change, it should remain same. Then we said that what is electric current. When we said that the electric current, conventionally we say current, it is the net movement of the positive charge. However, actually it is the net movement of the negative charge, but conventionally we take that the direction of current is opposite to the direction of the motion or movement of negative charge. Okay, so then we discussed about the voltage. We said the voltage is the potential work done in moving a unit charge from one point to another point. So then we said how to determine the polarity of the voltages. Yes, how we determine the polarity. We talked about the passive sign conventions, and we said if the current is entering from the positive terminal, it is positive polarity. Okay, then if the current is entering from the positive terminal, the power is positive, and if the current is entering from the negative terminal, then the power is negative. Then we solved, and we also said that the power of power supplied to the element, negative power supplied, negative power of minus 25 watts supplied to the element is actually a positive power of 25 watts supplied by the element. Then we solved one numerical. Okay, so we also said that positive and negative sign define the reference direction and voltage polarity. How we selected the voltage polarity, which positive terminal is positive and which terminal is negative. So we are saying if we are moving from point A to point B, and we are saying that the voltage across the terminal is VAB, then we say that polarity of point A is positive and polarity of point B is negative. Then we say that the point A is at a potential which is VAB volt higher than the potential of point B. Okay, so that was all for today's class. Thank you very much.